A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Clutch passes to Little General. Six on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. The three is up. Clutch's shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Wilson. From downtown. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Wolf. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch four is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
Misses from the corner. And he lobs it up top. Wilson, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
There's the drive. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Here's Clutch. Pass to Little General. Here's Clutch. Here's Little General. Wilson grabs the board. And even as the league works for parity, there will always be those teams that are rebuilding. What are the keys to accelerating that process, Clark?
Well, there are a number of factors, B.A. I think you start with leadership and talent acquisition. I mean, those are two major components to this building a team and being successful. You've got to have talent. And then I think you've got to have a commitment to staying the course. Consistency really matters when you get leadership and talent in place.
Here's Wolf, and the 17-footer goes down. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Torres. Pass to McLaughlin. Launches it. He buries it from three.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Here's Wolf. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And time now for our player of the game.
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And a litany of injuries coming into this game. A look at the list of names. Pretty daunting.
The injury story certainly noteworthy. A lot of players in business casual tonight.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got the captain out there with Scott. And it's Sutton in a 2-guard. Champ out there with Bird. Then there's the Doctor. And it's Cowboy. Then it's Flash in at the 3 spot. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one. Up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
Bird outside. Pass to the Doctor. A 3-pointer off the mark. Now here's Scott. He's guarded closely. Sinks that one from the post.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's the Doctor. Lets it go from deep. Here's Cowboy. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Pass to Scott. Shot clock at 6. That one, no good. Gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. To the paint. And that one's good. Cowboy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
The captain, there's the 3. Scott, good. Scott's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Doctor, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And forget about finesse. This fella's all about the power.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Back to Scott. Misses from close range.
Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
Here's Flash. Pass to the Doctor. Here's Kristich. 3-pointer, Bird. Not going to go that time. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Inside, here's the Doctor, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Outside, Scott. to the captain. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. They get the rebound. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
The greats checked in for Champ. And that one misses. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Outside, Scott.
2 minutes remaining.
Lays it up and banks it in. Scott's got 7 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
1:46 left to play in the first. Out to the wing. The doctor passes to Bird. Offensive rebound. Cowboy. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Here's the captain. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. 36% in this first quarter trying to get their bearings. Here's the doctor. Catch in the tray. Doctor's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Outside, Scott. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Scott's got 10 points. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's the doctor. Hands it from downtown.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Takes the 13-footer. Misses the mark. His 3rd miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Pass to the captain. For 3, cranes the 3-pointer. He has 7.
Well, so many bigs excel from 3-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
You've got the captain. He's out there with Rodriguez. The captain out there with Scott. And it's Sutton in at the 2-guard position. Cowboy passes to the doctor. Here's Cowboy. Buries the 20-footer.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Pass to the captain. To the inside. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Goodbye, the doctor.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Scott can't get it to go. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Sutton, Bird covering. The shot by Rodriguez, no good. Got a nice 3 of 3 to start the 7th. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's the doctor. Buries the long-range jumper. Doctor's got 15 points. I'm told now by our producer. Do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Champs checked in for the great. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. On the wing, Scott, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Big Daddy's checked in for Cowboy. Here's the captain. No scoring in this one.
Go into the rack with energy. The D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. On up the court.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
The doctor passes to Bird. Here's the doctor. Shot clock at 5. Fades back. Rebounded by the captain.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Scott. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Pass to Flash. Here's Big Daddy. Here's the doctor. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. 17 points for the doctor. Gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's the captain. He's got 11.
Nice pass inside. making things easy for him now.
Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Here's Flash. He has yet to score. Bird looking it over. Here's the doctor. Oh, good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Sutton pass to Rodriguez. No good. Shot missing. Gone 1 of 2 on 3 pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Flash, and he goes in for the dunk.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And please give a big round of applause for your defense team.
.122 left in the first half. Pass to the captain. To the middle. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
0-0.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. On the free throw, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Flash. On the wing, Bird. Here's the doctor. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Bird left side. Lets it go with the 3. To the inside. Taken away by Rodriguez. Hit the floater.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
The greats checked in for Champ.
18.
Gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Flash passes to the doctor. Here's the great. In the corner, it's Bird. Pass to the great. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Hello, everybody. Let's start out with a look at the recently announced Players of the Week. In the West, the Eraser.
He's been doing big things down in the paint, using his size and power to just flatten out the competition, outworking anyone who tries to challenge him. This is what I like to see.
There's really not much more you can ask for from your big man.
I'm impressed they're still in this. They've done some good things tonight, but the three-point shooting is not one of them.
And that could bode well for them in the second half.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, the doctor has been exceptional here today, guys.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
On 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Flash out there with the doctor. Then there's Bird. Then there's Champ. And it's Cowboy in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to the doctor. Here's Kristich. The doctor passes to Kristich. 5 to shoot. Here's Flash. They get it again.
Rustling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Bird outside. To the right side. Pass to Cowboy. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for 2, number 3.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. Being an impressive 65% having their way with this defense. Here's the captain. 5 points in the game. Back to Scott. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the doctor. Doctor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bird dishes to Kristich. Pass to the doctor. Here's Cowboy. Kristich passes to Cowboy. Bird outside for the tie. Buries it from 3-point range. Bird's got 5 now.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Scott the pass to the captain. Scott a screen. Here's the captain. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Kristich. Still yet to score. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And just miss after miss right now. Gone 2 of 5, shooting here in the third quarter.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot misses.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Yep, it counts.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend the floater.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
It's all good. Let's go. Yo, look at those moves.
Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to the captain. Sinks the triple. The captain's got his third basket of the night.
Well, terrific timing and placement with the bounce pass there.
1:51 left to play in the third. Here's Flash. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be going.
Good on the triple.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Kristich. There's the pick. Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. The Greats got his first bucket of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Rodriguez. Here's Sutton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Cowboy. 8 points for him. Here's Big Daddy. Cowboy passes to Kristich. The three-pointer is right on target. Champs got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's the captain. Lets it fly from 18. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. They lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. A captain out there with the captain. Then there's Scott. Then there's Rodriguez. The captain tipped back in for 2.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Here's Big Daddy, and it's blocked. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
The doctor's checked in for Big Daddy. Pass to the doctor. Here's Cowboy. Shot clock at 5. Off with the layup. Gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's the captain. And a great assist by Rodriguez as that one goes in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Kristich passes to the great. Here's Cowboy. Pass to the doctor. And here's Bird from the arc. Scott pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Stolen by Bird. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
In the corner, Rodriguez with it. It's hauled in by the doctor. The doctor's got 7 rebounds in the game. Shoots it up. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Outside, Scott. Rodriguez kicks to Scott. Pass to the captain. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the doctor. Done 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Flash is checked in for the great.
3rd personal foul, 1st team foul. At the line for 1, number 3.
The visitors with the ball. They trail by 6. Scott the pass to the captain. Six to shoot. Outside, Scott. Jumper is off. Gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Flash. Fires the 3. It's good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Outside, Scott. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads. And that time also a missed shot.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Does not go. Bird's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Count the basket.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And there's the three.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's the screen. From 13. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Flash. 51 seconds left in the game. And Little General gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. It's a 10-point game. Now Bird. Shot clock at 6. From deep. And down goes the three.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Scott inside. Kristich is there. Hands off. Get the victory here at home. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, the Doctor.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports on this very special day. Let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And quite a few players out of the lineup. Taking a look at who's out for both teams.
Only midway through the season, neither team holding up as well as they would have liked. They're really being tested.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Sampson in at shooting guard. And it's the natural in at the 4. As a team, when you're trying to construct your best lineups, what are you looking for, Grant?
You know, I think balance is probably number one. Each lineup has to have enough defense and offense. Otherwise, you're just vulnerable.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
And it's Jay missing. Now here's Rose. He's closely guarded. Inside, here's the natural. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Here's the Wizard. There's the screen. Here's T. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Jay. To the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Goose. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Pass to Freeman. Here's Pope. Clock at 6. To the inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Here's the Wizard. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Goose passes to the Wizard. Here's Goose. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. Goose has got 6 points. Gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Sampson. Here's Pope. Here's Jay. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. The Wizard passes to Goose. Rose outside. Pass to Goose. Here's the Wizard. Still no points. Fires from deep. And Rose is good for 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Sampson. Pass to Jay. The floater. And the tip in on the offensive boards. He's got 6.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Rose outside. Drops in the three. Rose has got his second bucket on the night.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Pope. They set the pick. To the paint. And he jams it home with authority.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Goose. He has 6 from the arc. The shot off that time. Got 6 of 8 shots to go. Pass to Freeman. 1:02 left to play in the first. Here's Jay, guarded by Rose. And it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. 52 seconds left in the first. Just 2 to shoot. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Wizard passes to Goose. Misses the baby hook. Shooting a phenomenal 60% on the first. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter, and they take the lead.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's the Wizard. No points yet. There's a screen. Pass to Goose. The shot no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. They're up by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
All right, Timmy, look at Malik Beasley carrying the torch for the 6'4 sharpshooters.
Well, that's right, B.A., and believe me, he never saw one that he didn't like. He gets them up, and it's the combination of volume and accuracy that made it a big reason why he was the runner-up for 6th Man of the Year in 2025.
The Wizards' shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Sampson. To the left side wing. Here's Freeman. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams.
And last year, this team was so composed at the line, they would love to repeat that success.
Number 43, Rose.
Shooting around 50% of the game so far. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to the Wizard. Rose outside. Here's the Wizard. Out to the right wing. Puts up a 3. Rose can't connect. Shooting has been great this game. 58%. Here's Drexler. He's scoreless. Takes the 3. Here's Freeman. Down low. Blocked! Here's the waiter. Pass to the natural. They set the screen. Lets it go from deep. Drexler grabs the board. The natural's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Sampson. Here's Freeman. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. The Wizard passes to the natural. Here's the waiter. Pass to the natural. Out left to the wing. Here's the Wizard. They get it back. Out to Rose. Here's the natural.
Away team foul. Freeman. First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 23, DeMarcus.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to the Wizard, 5 on the clock. On the break. Here's Drexler. Here's Freeman. Goes back up. The rebound by the natural.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Here's Goose. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Freeman. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with